Alright, you guys can see me. You can tell it's summertime. All the bugs, the flies, everything's out. But I'm kind of underneath the tree. I kind of like it, but the sun's still hitting me. Okay, you guys, I have notes in one hand. I've been writing stuff down on cardboard lately. I don't know what's up with that, but I have some notes because I don't want to get off track with this one. So we're going to start off with a special book that I bought many years ago, and I think I probably am on my third or fourth one, for the simple fact that I was so inspired by this book that I start handing it out to people that I knew. I tend to do that with books that I really like. So the funny thing about it is, earlier this week I decided that I picked my subjects, what I want to pick for Sit Down Sunday. Since this is fairly new, I say, what do I want to talk about for the week on Sunday? And then one thing came up in my head, and I said, yep, I'm definitely going to do that. This week has been really amazing for me. I said, this fits in perfectly with kind of something I'm going through, but I said, maybe it can resonate with somebody else. Then I said to myself, okay, I wrote it down, actually on this cardboard, and said, don't forget to talk about this. This is one of your subjects. And the funny thing about it is, one of my favorite, it's two of my favorite people. One was on Instagram, and one was has his own YouTube channel. And it's funny, when I tuned into the live broadcast on Instagram, they were doing the YouTube video, so they were like hitting it from both directions, and they mentioned this book, and I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna do it because they already did it. But I realized that I really wanted to talk about it, and it was already in my thoughts, and it's in the universe. So if I'm thinking about it and other people are thinking about it, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out. So let me show you this book, you guys. This is the book, The Four Agreements. Let's see the sun. Let me see if I can get it. There you go, The Four Agreements, by this amazing man, Don Miguel Ruiz. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. Let me tell you, the way I stumbled across this book was two of my good friends, very good friends, both women, mentioned this book to me and said, just randomly, they would say, you need to read this book. It's a really great read, easy read, and it'll change your life. And I said, okay, and I didn't brush it off. I said, okay. My friend told me about this book multiple times. Then another good friend, a very good friend, very close to my heart, we were talking one day, and I can't remember what we were talking about. She goes, just do the best you can. She goes, have you read the book, The Four Agreements? And I just chuckled to myself, and I always believe that the universe is always speaking to you. So I figured by that point I needed to go get the book, because I have two different women that were very dear to me many years ago mentioned this book, that I needed to go get this book. So I went and got the book, you guys. And like I said, this is just like one of the books. This is the one that I have. I bought this book maybe 3 or 4 times, and I've handed them out to various people in my life. And the funny thing about it is, I went and found this book. It's been a while since I picked it up, and I found I bought it at, let's see, Barnes and Nobles, you guys, and check this out. Let me show you. I bought this book, excuse me, back June 13th, and isn't it funny? Like I said, the universe, it speaks to you if you're willing to listen. I bought this book June 13th, 2016 at 11:24 p.m. or a.m., excuse me. So let me zoom in. Let me see if the camera can get that. I don't know if it can, but I thought that was kind of funny, because here it is, June 2nd. So literally almost how many years later, and I have this book and I'm picking it back up again. So I just wanted to share, and I've done a couple videos on this book, and I can't remember if it was on my YouTube channel or if it was on my Facebook page many years ago. Probably on my Facebook page, I'm not sure. I have to go look through my archives of YouTube videos. But I wanted to read a few, the Four Agreements to you. Not all of it, but just what the Four Agreements are. So there's 4 of them, you guys. And the first one is, be impeccable with your word. The second agreement is, don't take anything personally. The third agreement, don't make assumptions. And the fourth one is, always do your best. And I want to just go through each one of these, you guys, and kind of give you my thoughts on it and how it's helped me. especially this week. It's helped me. And then you stay tuned, please, for the next video, because it's going to tie into this, because the original sit down Sunday that I wanted to do on this next subject, not this video, but the next video I'm going to do, is what I originally want to do, but it just tied beautifully in with this book. And then when I saw these two other gentlemen do this video, I thought it was only right that I come through and talk about this book. So the first agreement, be impeccable with your word. To me, be impeccable with your word means just being a man excuse me, or woman of your word. If you say you're going to do something, follow through with it and do it. Just cut and dry. That's what I pulled from it. Be a person of your word. If you say you're going to do something, then do it, follow through with it, and just be impeccable with your word. Be forthright, truthful. Don't lie. Don't try to get over. If you say you're going to do something, or you want to do something and you're telling somebody you're going to do something for them, or how can I explain? I don't know. I'm not trying to get emotional, but just be impeccable with your word. Simply put, be a man or woman of your word. If you say you're going to do something, follow through and do it. The second agreement is don't take anything personal. So this one's really good, and I do this every day, especially at work, because it's rough at work for me. But if somebody's having it, for example, if somebody's having a bad day, that has nothing to do with you. I often say, and I figured this out maybe about 2 years ago, tying in with this, the second agreement, don't take anything personally. Everybody's going through something a little bit different. You get what I'm saying? Not everybody's on the same level. Somebody's parents could have just died. Someone could have just lost a child. Someone could have just lost a business. So, something major or minor, or just something so simple as someone not getting attention has really thrown them off for the day, and they lash out at you. You can't take that personal. I literally, a couple years ago, stumbled across this one. I said to myself, God, that person's being real nasty to me. And I couldn't understand, but I knew the person in their situation. I said, you know what? They're not getting enough love. Just plain and simple. That was my thoughts. They're not getting enough love, so they're lashing out at me to get attention, which I think attention ties in with love. So I said, so basically, since I'm not giving them the attention that they want, they're really deep down looking for love. So, you know, that person actually was very toxic and negative, so I couldn't even try, and I didn't want to go down that road with them. So I just completely I cut people off my cutoff game is really strong. So I just kind of distanced myself from this particular person and couldn't entertain them. So I learned when people lash out at you, whether it be in conversation, on social media, subliminally, I hope I'm saying that right, or, you know, they're throwing shots or shade, you can't take it personally, because usually 9 times out of 10, that person's very miserable and they're unhappy with themselves. So they go after you to make themselves feel better inside, but really that's not the way you go about doing it. Just saying. So me personally, I try, and actually I'm not lying, but I'm going to say I haven't mastered this yet, but I've been getting really good at it, that I don't take stuff personally. If somebody's having a bad day, so be it. At my job, I've dubbed myself Queen of Patience, because I've had people yell at me. Let me tell you, I've had people yell at me, spit at me, call me all kinds of names, just all kinds of things. Physical, no, because then that's when it gets cracking. But, you know, just really stuff that really could try to bring you down. And I just brush it. I'm like, that person's probably having a bad day. That has nothing to do with me. And you have to realize, if somebody's having a bad day and they're lashing out at you, whatever way it is, I'm talking about relationship-wise, business-wise, just random people on the street that you just meet, people that you know all your life, people in your family, whatever. Don't take it personally. It's easier said than done, but I don't take it personally, because you know what? If you take on everybody else's energy and what they're going through, your shoulders get real heavy. And my shoulders are already heavy. They're already heavy. I don't need any extra things put on me to weigh me down and carry baggage around. I'm already carrying my own baggage, so I really don't need to be carrying other people's baggage. I'm just saying, don't take stuff personally. 9 times out of 10, it's not you. And if it is you, maybe possibly they're jealous of you, or they want to be like you, or they want your attention. So, the second agreement, don't take anything personally. it's easier said than done, but once you start practicing it, you notice that you become lighter and your days are just full of more, I don't know, I'm very happy. Like, I can go into a situation, everybody could be down in a building, and my nickname is Sunshine. And literally I bring sunshine to the building. Let's go to the third agreement. Don't make assumptions. So I've heard this word many and many of times, but I remember the first time where it really stuck in my brain was when I was dating a young man many years ago in college, and I don't know if I accused him of something or I said something, and he said, don't make assumptions, Aisha, you'll make an ass of yourself. And at the time, I can't remember if I made an ass of myself. Maybe I caught him doing something. But don't make assumptions. That's the third agreement. You can't make assumptions because too many times you see stuff and you think that you know right away what's going on. And odds are you probably know nothing of what's going on with that situation. Whether it be maybe, once again, this person could be going through something. Maybe they just had a loss in their family. Maybe they just lost a home, a house, a business, whatever, animal, I don't know. And you just assume that you know everything, but you know literally nothing. Nothing until possibly you open up your mouth and ask, hey, what's going on with you? What's really going on? And then you get the true answer, and then you can move from there. So the third agreement, don't make assumptions. Don't assume that you know everything, because when you do that, you definitely make an ass of yourself. It's better to open your mouth, communicate, and ask, hey, what's going on? Did something happen? I noticed you're quote unquote lashing out at me. What's going on? And then they can break it down to you, and then you can move on from there. The fourth agreement, always do your best, you guys. And I'm kind of whipping through this kind of fast, but real simple. There's 4 agreements. I just want to give you my thoughts, my basic thoughts. I'm not going to get long-winded for you guys today or on this video. So the fourth agreement, always do your best. So you know when people say, and I've said it myself, I'm going to give you 110%. There's no such thing because it's just 100%. I'm just saying. Always do your best. So one of the young ladies that is very dear to my heart, she said, you know what, we were talking about something else, and I can't remember if it was business, it was something. And she basically said to me, and hold on one, you guys, because I see the birds in the tree, and I'm just going to move over just a little bit. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back, you guys. I kind of wanted to get out of the tree, but still catch some of the shade of the tree because it's still a little warm. So she was very dear to my heart, and we were talking about something business-wise, and she goes, you know what, Aisha, in life, all you can do is your best. And I have like these moments in my life to where maybe somebody else say something, or like old memory will come in and it'll trigger me, and then I'll just pause in the moment and just take it in. And I had a moment right then and there, and I said, you know what, all you can do is your best. Everybody's best is different, but literally if you're giving your all to a certain situation, a business, a significant other, a family member, a friend, and it's your best, it's the best that you can do, then that's all you can do. And you can't feel bad for not, if something doesn't turn out exactly how you want it to turn out. Like I said, whether it be a significant other, a business transaction, a business deal, friends, family, whatever the case may be, if you did your best, if you truly did your best, then that's all you can do. And if it didn't quite turn out how you wanted it to turn out, then it is what it is. But literally doing your best, and you know you put your all into something, then that's all you could do. That's all you can do. So I'm going to read something. Actually, I'm going to save it for the next video. I want you guys to stay tuned for the next video. We're going to keep this one under 14 minutes, you guys. Then the sun is shining so bright. 14 minutes. I'll see you guys at the next video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, that's fine. Leave a comment down below. But I have to say, I literally love this book. I bought this one in 2016. I'm not sure. I'm sure I bought the first one maybe 2012, 2014. I'm not sure, but I start handing them out. So this isn't the original one, but this is the one that I have now. And probably later on tonight, I'm going to go back through it and kind of read a few things from it. But yeah, definitely a great read, you guys. Comfortably 100 and 140 pages, you guys. Real good read, real simple reading. Like I've always said, you guys, if you don't like to read, go find this on audiobook. Go to YouTube, type in the name of the book, Four Agreements, you guys, and then listen to it. You can literally listen to it in maybe a couple hours. Very good book, changed my life. I often refer back to it. All right, you guys, stay tuned for the next video.